for the fleeing Romans. The entrance to the Iron Bridge was simply not wide enough to accommodate a completely routed, panicked army. Thousands of retreating soldiers jammed the narrow stone archways, creating a massive, suffocating bottleneck of human bodies. As the mobile guard closed in from behind, hacking down the stragglers, the panic at the bridge reached a fever pitch. Men were violently pushed off the high stone ledges by their own terrified comrades. Hundreds of Roman soldiers plummeted screaming into the deep, raging, fast-flowing waters of the Orontes River. Their heavy iron lamella armor, designed to protect them from Arabian swords, instead became a fatal anchor, dragging them straight to the bottom of the riverbed to drown. The slaughter at the Iron Bridge was absolute. The final unified field army of the Roman East was systematically, mercilessly dismantled. Their bodies choked the ancient stone pathway, and their discarded banners floated down the Orontes River. Those very few who miraculously managed to cross the bridge and survive the battle fled blindly toward the immense walls of the capital, bringing with them the horrifying, unimaginable news of the total military collapse. The Iron Bridge, the great, impenetrable barrier of the Levant, was officially in Muslim hands. The supreme commander, Abu Ubaidah, ordered the general advance. The Rashidun war machine slowly crossed the massive stone arches. The hooves of their war horses stepped over the broken shields and discarded weapons of a dying empire. As the Muslim vanguard reached the western banks of the river, the rugged Levantine landscape suddenly opened up before them. And there, stretching across the entire horizon, bathed in the fading golden sunlight of the late afternoon, was the ultimate prize: Antioch. The sheer, monumental scale of the city was staggering. The massive stone walls of Antioch did not just protect the flat city streets, they crawled aggressively and impossibly up the incredibly steep, jagged slopes of Mount Silpius, enclosing the mountainside itself to prevent any higher ground advantage. There were hundreds of heavily fortified, towering stone bastions. Massive iron gates guarded the entrances. There were sheer, vertical cliff drops that made traditional siege warfare, tunneling or scaling ladders, mathematically and physically impossible. To the Arabs, who had emerged from the flat, open expanses of the deep desert just a few short years prior, the engineering of Antioch must have looked like a fortress